Hi everybody, it's Doreen and I'm back today with an anniversary gift that I made for my husband for our 4th wedding anniversary. And as you can see, it is a box, but it is exactly more than a box. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the outside first, and then I'll explain to you or show you how it's more than just a box. So the papers that I used for the box is the Recollections Love Letters card stack. And I went ahead and took my Tim Holtz die, which is called the Weathered Clock, and I've die cut it out 3 of those, and then I took some of the thick embossing powder and went ahead and added that to each of the weathered clocks. And this was actually with using some regular chipboard, and then I took my Copic markers and used the airbrush system again with my compressor, and I went ahead and colored them in brown. And then for the buttons that you see right here, I went ahead and took those and I used the airbrush system again with the Copic markers, and I colored those orange. So now on the top of the box I've put a little bow, and this bow is from a Sizzix die cut that makes cut the layers out and then you put it together to make a bow. Now the cardstock paper pack came with some tags that you could cut out and use. So I've added a little tag here, and I've got a little message to my husband on the outside. So now, as I said, it is more than just a box. And the other thing that I did that I forgot to mention is I took my Martha Stewart bangle chain punch and I punched out on the lid, or I punched that out for the lid and then added it to the lid. So it looks like that. So now, why am I saying that it's more than a box? Because when you lift the lid, it expands out. And it is what is known as a explosion box. Now basically, what you do to make the explosion box is you're going to take 3 sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock, and if you want to stack it more than 3 layers, you can also do that. But I only wanted to stack mine 3 layers. So your first layer is going to be a piece of cardstock that measures 11.5 by 11.5, and you're going to score it at 4 inches on each side. And then you're going to have another one. I'm sorry, let me start that over again. Your first sheet is you leave at 12 inches and you score it at 4 inches all the way around. And then your second sheet is going to be 11 by 11, and you're going to score that at 3 3/4 all the way around. And then your third sheet would be scored at 10 by 10, and I'm cut by 10 by 10, and you're going to score it at 3.5. But you're always going to start off with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper or a cardstock. And then you will just go ahead and cut out the 4 corners on each stack. So now I'm going to go over what I've done with my explosion box and what I've added. So now, as I said before, the paper pack did come with some tags, and what I've done is I've gone ahead and taken the tags and just cut them out and added them to each square. So for my first tag, it was embossed with "Let me count the ways," and then I took my rubber stamp and added "I vow to love you and care for you as long as we both shall live." And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what I've done. So it looks like this. So now for my next corner, let's see, we'll go this way. I once again took another one of the tags, and it was already embossed with love notes, and I just added another stamp that says, "This is my promise, not only on our wedding day, but for each day that follows." So let's go ahead and turn this way, and, well, actually we're going to go this way. So let me bring this up here so you can see. This tag was already embossed with the words notes, and I stamped it out, but I didn't stamp it dark enough. The camera might not pick it up, but what I've stamped out is, "As I have given you my hand to hold, so I give you my life to keep." And then for the last tag, this actually, I used some of the cardstock from the paper pack, and I went ahead and took my favorite things die and the stamp, and I stamped out the month of October and our actual anniversary date. I put a little square around there. So that's what I have for the first layer, and I'm going to zoom back. Sorry, I don't mean to make you dizzy. So then, what I went ahead and did for the top or the bottom of the second layer is I didn't want to take away from the cardstock itself because it was such a really nice cardstock. So I just wanted to add just a little embellishment on there. So for this one, I took some of the bangle chain punch that I had left over from the lid, and I just added it along there on the side. And then for on this side, I took one of the words that was along with the tags from the paper pack, and I just added it along here, and the word is cherish. And then for the other side, I went ahead once again and I left the paper alone, and I cut out this little tag that had the word date embossed on it, and I put in our actual wedding date. And then for the next side, this side right here, I once again left the paper alone, and I took and cut out this little tag that says "For my love." So that's what I put on the bottom of the second layer. Now for the top of each layer, what I wanted to do was give my husband remembrance of the 3 years. This actually is our 4th anniversary, but I wanted to give him the first year, the actual year that we got married, and then the 3 years after that with some pictures on our anniversary date. So I've gone ahead and I added for 2007, this is the year that we were married, and I took one of our photos from our wedding reception and added that. The 2007 I cut out using my Close to My Heart Art Philosophy cartridge. And what I did for this is I went ahead and cut it out in some cream color cardstock, and then I just added some glitter on top of that. Since I couldn't add the bling, I decided glitter would be okay. I think he'd be okay with that. So that's for the year 2007, the year that we were married. So then for our 1-year anniversary, I've gone ahead and put the picture from our 1-year anniversary, and I've added the 2008. And I did this the same exact way that I did the 2007 using the Cricut Art Philosophy cartridge, which is by Close to My Heart. So now let's move on to 2009. So for 2009, here I'm going to move this out the way. I went ahead and added, once again, a picture from our anniversary from 2009. And I've added the 2009 using the Close to My Heart cartridge again. Okay, for 2010, I took a picture that we took when we went to New Orleans for our anniversary, and I've added that. And once again, I've used the Cricut Art Philosophy cartridge and put the 2010 at the bottom. So that's what I went ahead and did for the second layer. I wanted to give him pictures from the year we were married and then the 3 years before our 4th wedding anniversary. So now I'll probably have to take a picture for our 4th anniversary and make something different for next year. So now let's go over what I've done for the top layer. What I did for the top layer is I just wanted to add just a few tags and a few little embellishment with some pictures and some stamps. So I've gone ahead and used the Art Philosophy cartridge again, and I cut out this little tag envelope and added some ribbon, and then when he opens this, it says, "From this moment on, this day I married my best friend." And then it just closes like this, and the ribbon just wraps around like so. Okay, so now we'll move on to the next little tag, and I cut this one out using the Art Philosophy cartridge, and I just tied the ribbon around and made a little bow. And when you open this one, it says, "Thanks for making my day. Thanks for being you." And then that just ties back. And I'll just tie that later. I'm not going to tie it on camera. Okay, so then for the next one, what I went ahead and did was I took the Stampin' Up! Scallop envelope, and I made the envelope, but rather than having the scallops show, I folded the scallops in and made this like a little policy envelope. And then I took some brads and added it, and then took some twine to wind around to keep the envelope closed. And inside, I have some pictures that my husband and I took in one of those little photo booths. And I believe we took this on my birthday a couple of years ago. So I put that inside there, and then that just closes up and wraps like so. And then I just kind of slide that in there like that. And then for my last one, this is the Sizzix petal die, and I've gone ahead and taken some twine and put that around here as well. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up like that. And then, oh, I guess I need to flip it. And I placed another little picture from that photo booth that we went and took the picture. And then I went ahead and stamped some wording around each petal. I have "I love you," "together," "remember," and "a perfect love." So that's what's inside for the petal card or little envelope. So I think that's it for that layer. So now for the layer with the pictures, I kind of did just something. I didn't want to just take away from the paper, so I just added little small embellishments. And right here I just put this little tag, and this is part of the Close to My Heart Art Philosophy cartridge. And then I added a little embellishment in the corner here, and this is also from the cartridge. I'm not going to go over sizes. If you're interested in what sizes I cut everything, you can send me an email or leave me a comment in the comments box, and I'll let you know. So now on this side, I did the same thing. I just added a little tag and an embellishment in the corner. And then on this box, side, I did the same thing. I just added a little tag and an embellishment in the corner. Okay, so now for the center, I've gone ahead and taken and put some hearts because the theme for our wedding was hearts. And I cut these hearts out using my Art Philosophy cartridge and some rubber stamps. So now, the way I did this inside, I got these instructions from a website that is called Magic-Boxes or magic-boxes.com. And what I'll do is I'll put the link up here for those who want to go ahead and see how to put the acetate, because that's what this is. The hearts are just glued on to that. And she actually, on this website, shows you how to put an explosion box together. But she's calling it a magic box. And her measurements are in millimeters. And I just kind of watched a few YouTube videos to find out what sizes to cut it in inches. And actually mine's a little bit bigger than the one that she has on her website. I don't have her name, I just have the website. But I went ahead and added that in the middle. And then the last picture that I've placed in here is I've gone ahead and placed our engagement photo in the center because I don't have a picture yet for our 4th anniversary. So I just decided to add just our engagement photo, and I've stamped out Happy 4th Anniversary. Like that. So that's it, everybody. This is my box that's more than a box. It's an explosion box. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye. Happy anniversary, honey.